Okay, trying to save 3D again. What do you know? Um, that's weird. Um, okay, yay. I believe that one of the monument, or what do you guys call milestone moments? I believe one of the milestone moment ladies blocked me. The ones that go online for likes and post about like their kid's death and stuff like that, all like for attention and for likes and stuff like that. And I've been commenting on their posts and stuff um because of the situation, because of the situation room. And it looks like she blocked me or the post was put to private. The post might have put This post is currently set to private or has been removed. So she might have blocked me or she might have taken down the post. Hopefully she blocked me, but if she took down the post, I think that's like an admission of guilt as well. Um, yes, because when people block me, it's really good for their awakening. They have to awaken when they block the real queen in the video game. They're not allowed to do that. Look, that turned me into a puppy dog for a second. Um, it gave me my death face for a second. Oh, it kills me. Okay, so it puts me on my deathbed when people block me. So it's very good for awakening. So it's that'll go through all the milestone moment ladies because they kept commenting back to me on my comment because they're full of shit and they're like, "Oh my God, this is so hard for me. My daughter died. It's so hard for me." And they're so full of shit because it's not hard for them. It's hard for them to lose their supply because they're narcissists. Okay? It's hard for them to lose their supply because they're narcissists, but then they go online to talk about it, to like feed off of the memory loops and to like come together like in numbers, right? Like strength in numbers and to like support each other and stuff like that. And a bunch of stuff that I can't talk about that I wish I could talk about that hopefully I could be able to talk about because this bitch blocked me. Okay, that's sort of how it works. Okay, Aaron Dowdy blocked me and he got awakened AF. Okay. And I don't recommend it, but I definitely recommend it for the milestone ladies because I don't give a fuck about them because they're the asshole ladies that are ruining our video game. All of them are literally ruining our video game. And they're like, well, who's going to take care of me? Because like all they have is themselves. And then they get really mad because like they don't have like a good dad in that vertical timeline. It's really kind of funny, but like it's literally seriously tragic what they're doing to their kids. Okay. And then they're like, you know, and basically we can't talk about it because it's a spiritual concept about what they're doing to their kids. Obviously, it's physical as well. And yeah, yeah. So where did the little world go? There it is. Yeah. So I guess we're going to shut down the milestone moments, which is really, really great because those are the things that are really killing us as a society and leading us to an extinction level moment. And Congress and the state are probably like, we don't know how to talk about this. Alyssa has to talk about this and whatever. And I mean, they talk about it like with as far as like law, passing laws and stuff like that. Um, you know, so Go ahead, get me off going on a tangent. You know what I mean? And it's just like my TikTok page is like so disgust. My For You page is like so disgusting. It's like all milestone moments. It's just like all women that literally hate me for existing and just like stealing my thunder and then just living like the worst lives ever, being the worst moms ever, being the worst wives ever, being the worst neighbors ever. And yeah, they're just literally ruining our lives and blocking me for commenting the truth on one of her milestone moments, which is her daughter dying, believe it or not. Um, I just saw like my keyboard getting like sort of swiping like blank. Is I forgot my train of thought, but like I'm saying, it's all like their compassion is so fake. They have zero compassion. That they feel like they're just awful people. They're narcissists. Okay, what's in, like you know what I mean? They're narcissists. They're liars, and they don't act like that behind the scenes. They're not like, oh my god, like they're like behind the scenes. They're like low key. She was really getting on my nerves, and I'm like so glad she's out of my life. Like low key, like I know I can't say that on social media, but like low key, like good riddance. Like really hated that daughter. Like that's what they're. What is a narcissist like? Does anybody have an idea? I don't know. So yeah, I mean I'm supposed to be talking to myself, right? Clearly I'm not. If like they're just like, no, we hate Princess, no, we hate Castle, unless me, normal mortal, can have Castle. That then I love Castle. But if real princess have Castle, no, I literally hate Castle. Okay, because I lived my life as a human, which made it even worse. And they're like, why does she get Chris Evans and I don't? If she's like literally a normal girl, like that doesn't make any sense. Like I should be able to like if Alyssa can be able to get Chris Evans, then I should be able to get Chris Evans. You know what I mean? Does Chris know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah. Oh, the Matrix is glitching as fuck. Okay, and what did we discuss, class? We discussed that when the Matrix is glitching as fuck, that means the Great Restart is around the corner, and we're not supposed to have a restart anymore because we know who Princess is. So my coffee just got deleted and it just tasted like warm milk. Okay, so it just glitched right now while I was performing. And these glitched yesterday and I opened up a new one. I have two. And like I felt the new one and it felt like very heavy and I felt the old one and it felt like half full. And then I was like smoking during the night, and I think I had them like both sitting out, and I was like, which one's the new one? And I held them both back up, and they both seemed like half full, and they were like totally glitching. I couldn't tell which one was like I literally just opened one of them, so it should have still felt like extremely full, and they both felt like half empty, and they both seemed to like switch weights. It was like confusing the fuck out of me last night. Like I kept like holding them up and being like, is this the full one? And then it would like switch, and like this one would be the full one. And then I'd be like, this is a full one, and then I'd have that one, and then I'd try again, and then the other one would be the full one. They kept like switching back and forth, and I'm like, okay, I know this is a magic trick, but like, this is crazy, you know? And my coffee's being deleted from my coffee, which is crazy as well. So that's like a whole glitch. So when the matrix glitches, I mean, we're about to reset, okay? Because we discovered that sometime last time or whatever. Because I think the matrix was glitching and then I saw my friend go into turn into the void, and that's like a reset, right? That's like a reset on earth. My friend going into the void is like me going into the void. um so that's like a reset, right? So like I'm about to see the void again somewhere. It might be the sky, It might be my room, might be the void. I might go to the void. I was like, okay, it's glitching. Maybe I'll go to the void tonight. Um, because I know like you guys keep saying there's nothing there. What is she listening to in telepathy, like with all these interviews? And I'm like, quite frankly, I'm listening to people's telepathy. I guess like I'm listening to all of your thoughts when there wasn't anything, when there was something there. Um, because I still hear it quite clearly. Okay, so I mean, who am I? Am I Melina or am I Alyssa? Am I Elsa? Am I Dragon Lady? Am I Rainbow Bright? Am I, a skater girl from hell? The list goes on and on, okay? For some reason, I'm tired. So I saw in meditation a few days ago level 1 with some mushrooms, and it was like extinction level. And I had like this like random girl who's like, if you could really say that, that would like really help us out. That like, if you could like really say that like level 1's the extinction level, like that would really help us out, Alyssa. Like, thank you so much for helping us. Like, you're an amazing assistant. And I'm just like, can't wait, can't wait, can't wait to see you on the Mortal Kombat level. Can't wait. Like, so fun. So nice to meet you. I'm like, aren't you the same girl that proposed to me last night? Like, you think that's how you get somebody to marry you? If you're like, could you do that for us? I'd be like, so great. I literally don't care at this point. I really don't give a crap. You're like, oh my God, is it her? Is it her? Or is it her mom? And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I'm looking at your beautiful face and like, to me, it's pretty clear who it is, but let's keep going. Since you like hate my beautiful face, I'm pretty sure there's a correction coming in that direction. Natalie Portman. Um, so yeah. Yeah, it's all like pregnancy, 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 pregnancy. Like I literally hate it. Like you're stealing my sexual energy, you're stealing God's 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 sexual energy to do bad things, to do bad things, to do bad things, to be bad people, to be bad people, to start a negative universe. You know. So yeah, so hopefully we're gonna knock out all those milestone moments because I can't. We're all having a great time. We're having a really great time down here. So anyway, okay, so I want to say that, the stars in the sky related to Hollywood. And they obviously heard that I was going to come out as God and they were like, that's it, we're done. And so like every bad person in Hollywood was like, we're going to blame the queen. We're just going to blame Alyssa. We're going to blame God, okay? And they all left. Okay, so I don't know what exactly we're looking at when we're looking at Hollywood besides my crew. My crew stayed, and those are the only stars in the sky, which I've mentioned many, many, many times on here. And now the same thing is going to happen with the general public, where um, they're all blaming me right now. I mean, I think they do that every day of their lives, but they're blaming me. They're going to blame the queen. They're going to blame God. They're going to leave. They're going to walk out. Um, and all that's going to be left is literally my crew. Same thing that's going to happen. And what was Hollywood was the stars in the sky. And so it was very clearly just my stars left. And what is the general public? The general public are products like vapes, like coffee, like lotion, our favorite. So if your products start glitching, just know that those people have decided to not own their soul or individuate, as Gigi would say, or own their name, as probably I would say. Like, can you just say that, like, you're not Alyssa and, like, you're literally, like, your own name? And because we can hear you, so like you are literally blaming yourself if you're calling yourself Alyssa right now. We can hear you, okay? People in your lives can hear you say like, "I'm literally Alyssa. I'm the queen." Okay, we can hear you, and so those people, yes, are going to start walking out, choosing to walk out, and it's going to start glitching products, desks, computers, beds, blankets, curtains, TVs, vapes, probably food, coffee, probably Clorox wipes, probably clothing, probably I saw my phone dissolve into sort of like this gooey matter in front of me last night. Okay, so a phone might walk out. Okay, so because that's basically what happened in the sky. They're not there anymore. I don't know what it's like in your sky, but because nobody will answer me. Because you might not like what we have to say, Alyssa. Okay, like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, keep fighting back. You just gave me one of your codes back just from fighting back that one sentence. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I love that for you, Becky. I just love that for you. Okay. Um, yeah. So the products are already glitching. So that's already starting to happen. That's breaking down the 3D matrix. That's the money codes that you won't give me back, because it has to do with being horrible people to very kind people on a very human level. And, it's all an overlay, and they're doing these horrible things. And bilocation is real, and so is overlays, and so is um, energy transference, and blah, 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 and all these things. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, the end of 3D altogether, like nothing being there in 3D all together, because I want to say like my desk feels real, my computer feels real, like my coffee felt real until like I drank it, and then like it became milk. My vapes were completely like giving me a mind fuck last night. Yeah. So yeah, and I think all the milestone moments showed up on my FYP because to like prove like, oh, there they are, they're all listening, they're all on my FYP. Okay, so and then they're the ones that act like very stupid. Like, what are you talking about? Like when you like write like a comment of truth in their comment section and they all fight back and they're like, what are you on? You know? And you're like, stop lying to yourself. I know you heard me because you're on my FYP right now, Becky. I was someplace heating up food and almost burnt it. Then a friend drove me to an event, told me not to quit my job because money will get bad. I said, of course not. LOL, I'm not stupid. I was Alyssa, but definitely a clone. Then I met up with Tim, and I think I just gave him a little kiss. I might not have given him a kiss because the clone was so off. Maybe dragon breath, IDK. Okay, so anyway, that was a whole dream that I told you guys about. And he said, I'm already born, and mom laughed. Patriarch Beeman. I had to fold Leo. There was a store, but it was scary. I was back at work. Okay, so I was at work last night, and I was with coworker number one, and they knew very well who I was. And the coworker confessed her love to me, and yes, she was a woman, and yes, she was a Christian as well, and she was very well known in the spiritual community. Okay, because they have very, you know what I mean. And she said she wants to start a family with me, literally like at a work event. Like literally at a work event, really. Like it was like a company like conference or something that I was attending. And she was like, I want to start a family with you, Alyssa. And obviously I know who you are. I'm like, what are you talking about? If you know who I am, then you know that I'm married to Chris Evans. Like, make it make sense. Why are you proposing to a married woman or an engaged woman? Here's the ring, okay? I don't know. why you would propose to me if you know who I am. That means you know that I'm married to Chris Evans. Like, and then I started saying, I'm married to Chris Evans and I'm Brandon Lee's child. Leave me alone. And at that point, I realized I was in a clone's body. Okay, I was in a clone's body. So this was like something that like went on like between two people, two clones. Can I say that? Can I say that? It was like two clones and like distance is proximity and proximity is power and happened in another space-time continuum called planet Earth 3D Matrix. Who knows where it happened? And who knows where it'll happen again, but it was definitely happening. The concurrence was concurring. So I was then rescued by a generic prince in this clone body of me who like literally thinks she's Alyssa, literally thinks she's married to Chris Evans, and literally thinks that she's Brandon Lee's child. Okay, so pretty sure that we already know who Brandon Lee's children are, and like there's none other in the chat. Okay, like so I was rescued by a generic prince with dark hair. I want to say it's black hair and blue eyes, and then my demon started joining my throat chakra. And I couldn't clear my throat and get rid of this double entendre voice. Okay, so it's like a voiceover between like two friends, Alyssa and Demon, and then they came together in throat chakra like this, and they were talking like as one. I think they do that in Dune, so it's sort of like that. And I couldn't. I kept trying to like. I was like, oh my god, how embarrassing! And I kept like trying to clear my throat because I was with Prince, generic Prince number one, and I was like, this is so embarrassing because I literally sound like a masculine demon, but like clearly I'm Alyssa. Clearly I'm the prettiest princess of all. So how embarrassing for me. And he was like, he said, what's wrong with that? It was embarrassing the princess, whoever this clone was. Um, I was into sound like a man. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh man. Okay, those are the ends, then the ends of the notes. But anyway, that was last night, and I saw like if you guys keep breaking down the 3D level with the products and everything, it's gonna start like gelling around me. I don't think it's gonna start gelling around non-crown people, okay? Because there's nothing there. So I don't think, because they're like, oh my God, Alyssa, no one's listening, because like they're threatening me again and everything. And it's so great. It's just so great to be threatened every single day, by my own planet. It really is. It's like warm and fuzzy feeling like all over. Do you guys see my freckles appearing out of nowhere? You're like literally turning me into Ellie as we speak. Um, but yeah, it's like so great. But anyway, I think it like forms like gelatinous, like the air becomes gelatinous around us, crown people, and we can literally Jacob's ladder our way out of here and crawl up to the crown level. And I just said to them, just keep crawling until it gets normal again, until it's like not gelatinous all around you. And because that's like the 3D structure being broken all around you. And right. So my Joe, my who is a spiritual aspect of myself, a spiritual twin brother of mine. He looks like me, but a boy. He just said, Alyssa, I wouldn't recommend that because that'll probably kill you. And so, um, you know, it's a video game at that point if everything gets gelatinous. So I don't think like, things will have much meaning if the air around you gets gelatinous. But anyway, because there are people that belong on different levels, and um, there's people that belong on the level one red level, okay, level one red level, and then below the red level is the black level. And I want to say Last of Us is somewhere between the red level and the black level, okay? And so I guess it's, yeah, okay, there you go. So it's leading. That's what I mean. Okay, so it's like Last of Us, if we get to the Last of Us level is leading to the extinction level. Okay, so that's why it's like in between the red level and the black level. And I guess the black level is would be level one. I guess the black level would be level one, and that would be the extinction level. And that's clear, obviously linked to NATO. And you guys like keep like going towards NATO and stuff like that. And it's kind of sad that like you want to do that to yourselves, like when we could have like a peaceful existence literally today if you just like let Alyssa like go be with her, you know, husband of choice and like have a shopping trip or whatever, like, you know. Um so I'm telling you that products are starting to break down. So I don't really know how you want me to respond to that. It's not really like a 3D. See, there's my freckles again. Like you guys keep turning me into Ellie, so like I don't really know like what you want me to say if like my face is about to like turn into identical to like the computer game Ellie. Like if I'm about to turn into like an identical twin to the computer game Ellie, which I literally am, and you guys aren't giving me any credit for that. But like you want me to talk to you in like a 3D standard? Like it's not going to be a 3D standard if everything's gelatinous around us, if the air is gelatinous around us. So I don't really know what you want me to say. Like, you know what I mean? I already told you like how to not lead yourself to an extinction level, and you're like that's why I keep saying like I don't really know why you want to do this to yourself. Okay, and I'm already telling you the products around you are breaking down, and so if they keep breaking down, it's going to turn into a gelatinous earth. And didn't Gigi talk about that? I think Gigi talked about that. Every like I guess everything's turns into vapor, and I want to say like it's sort of like liquefying. It's like everything's solid now, right? And then it will turn into like a gel. Like this is people turning into a gel because they keep going to ancient Egypt and like not respecting the gods. Okay, we told you ancient Egypt is over. Okay, it's over now, and you don't respect the gods and like put me in my castle because I'm a god. And so it's like so anyway, I think that I'm kind of losing my train of thought, but so this is like a solid world, right? And then so it starts to liquefy, and so like the next thing would be gelatinous, right? So like it's starting to liquefy, so it starts to turn like gel, gelatinous, jello, like that. And then after that, it would probably liquefy, turn into like a liquid. This is a very spiritual conversation, okay? So like this is like, I mean, we're talking about like um solid things turning into liquid, like right in front of your face. So so at that point, I don't know like if calling your member of Congress is really going to help you, because if you're everything around you is turning gelatinous, like this is a spiritual conversation. This is Rudolf Steiner. This is what, you know what I mean? This is me, Alyssa. I'm adding to the conversation as to like what happens. And then Rudolf Steiner talked about the world vaporizing, and Gigi talked about it too. Okay. And I'm saying it's like a progression. It's like solid, then like nothing's there. Like, like my vapes start glitching, like which one's the new one? Like I can't even tell which one's the new one. That means like that the vapes are starting to liquefy. There's no more coffee. It's just milk in my coffee. That means the coffee's starting to not be there, right? So it starts with things like not being there. Like there's nothing there. And there's a lot of people right now that are saying there's nothing there, right? So you're already experiencing the void. There's nothing there. I'm still experiencing like I feel like this is real. I feel like this is real. Okay, so um it starts with nothing there. Obviously there's things there around you. Obviously it just feels like there's nothing there, but obviously there's something solid sitting right in front of you. There's people around you. It just feels like there's nothing there, right? Then everything starts turning into gel. Then everything starts liquefying. Then after everything starts liquefying, then everything starts vaporizing. Like then you actually like start turning into like ghosts in like a vapor world, okay? So it starts with nothing's there. And this is a spiritual conversation. This is not a 3D conversation. You keep confusing me for a 3D conversation. Okay. And I think it's those milestone girls because like they're like really mad at me. I'm like, this is not a 3D conversation. This is a spiritual conversation. Go read a Rudolf Steiner book. Go watch a Gigi Young video if you want to like learn about like what I'm talking about. It's not um being controlled by authorities on a 3D level is what I'm trying to say. Okay, like they're actually trying to help you. Probably your congressman and your congresswoman, they're actually probably trying to help you to listen to me, because I think I just said that they feel like they can't really like talk about this stuff, so they hire a spiritual FBI, us, to talk about it. Okay. Okay. In like a couple years, you'll be like, oh my God, she was right. I should have listened to her. Or maybe in like a few moments. Maybe it's not even going to be years. Maybe it's going to be like in a couple of seconds, because why are these things? Anyway, we're about to reset the matrix because everything's glitching. And the sky glitched, the sky has been glitching. The sky started glitching at the end of last year, the end of 2023. If that makes sense. I mean, you can call, like, what did you call your congressman or congresswoman and be like, the stars are like jewels, and I want to report that to like my congressman? You'd be like, okay, we'll look into it. Yeah, they are like jewels, huh? I better call Alyssa and see what that means. All right. Um, so if you're seeing purple when you're doing things, it doesn't mean you're the next queen. Again, why do I have to even describe this? There's only one, and there's only one queen. It's only me. It's only Alyssa. It's only Alyssa. You're not the next queen because you're literally, um, you're basically being held by crown police when you're seeing like purple all around you. Okay. You're being held by the Crown Police, and that's probably actually extremely clear. Um, because you're obviously told this by yourself because it's the same. We're all in the same energy soup, okay? Even the synthetics, even the synthetics, okay? And they're like, oh well, we'll just go to the synthetic universe then, Lisa. Same ruler, same ruler, guys. I don't know. Just say you hate yourself. You know what I mean? Because um, it is what it is, right? Okay, so that would definitely be the organic template. When everything starts turning gelatinous and stuff like that, that's definitely the organic template. So individuation is the order of the day, and people are starting to notice that they can't go into oneness anymore, and they're starting to individuate, and they're like, the gig is up, the jig is up, time is up. I'm not allowed to be oneness anymore. I'm not allowed to be Alyssa anymore. I'm not allowed to be Hayden anymore. Okay, you weren't ever really allowed to be us and steal our birthright. Um, so I am feeling a little bit of anxiety. So I guess I'm getting some codes back, which is really great. It's probably the milestone ladies. Thank you very much. And I think that's it for today. I'm probably going to have another cup of coffee. Trying to think if so. I think that's it. You know, um, so I think Brooklyn is the only reason that I haven't gone into my void yet. So I think that's what they said. Um, so I think if Brooklyn's done, then I'll probably be done. But I'm pretty sure seeing my friend turn into the void is me going into the void. And things are glitching again, so I think I'm going to go in my void again probably. I'm just waiting for it to like manifest because things are manifesting on Earth now instead of manifesting like in other dimensions. Um, because we're starting to own it on Earth. Okay, so I mean in 2017 I went to my void every single night for like a year. Okay, so that's like not something that can't happen. That can definitely occur. So just because they're like, oh, well, she just went to her void, she's not going to go to her void again. No, I went to my void like every night for like, and I was my void during the day and it was my void at night. Like there was definitely like nothing there um, during the day, and there was definitely nothing there at night except cold, hard space and a lot of very aggressive demonic space aliens. Um, so that's you know what I mean? So, I mean, you can go ahead and like talk yourself out of it. No, she's not going to go to her void again. She just went to her void. But like, you're literally not in charge, and you should probably try to remember and not like talk yourself out of it and be like, no, it's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. Like, it's literally happening again. It is literally happening again because you're not listening to yourself. And there's only one princess in the entire chat, in the entire world. Her name is not Alex Earl. Of course, her name is not Alex Earl. Like, that seems silly to even say that. But, there's only one princess that needs a castle to stop this from happening again. And um Yeah, I welcome the void to swallow me up. There you go. There's Travis Barker on the mic. Thank you, Travis Barker. But yeah, so okay.